Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another day of the Some Assemblage Required unboxing. Today is day 10 and let's see, it's Tuesday. So okay, no wood grain in winter today. Sorry, I had to look at the calendar. It's Tuesday. Wood grain in winter is on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So this is just for Some Assemblage Required and the Advent calendar. I cannot wait to see what's in this. Day 10. I'm going to go ahead and open it now. I don't know why I'm trying to save these yet because I have a lot of them. So don't need to save every single one. But this package is a little bigger. I wonder what's in there. Ooh, there's two things. Two items. Ooh. Oh, cute. Okay, this says not lost, and it looks like it's acrylic. It is acrylic. It's a wood grain acrylic. That's really cool, and the center of the O is the compass rose. And then I've got some acetate leaves, it looks like, and they are multiple colors. So let's take a look at that real quick. I like to open them up and get a better understanding of what I'm going to be looking for, because I am going to step away, pull some photos and papers, and try to make a layout with these items. So we've got some fall leaves and some green leaves, which could be used for any season. I don't know which ones I'll use, or if I'll use all of them. I mean, maybe not all of them, but all the colors. So we will have to see. Those are beautiful. Okay, so that's going to be fun. I'm going to step away, pull some photos, like I said, and then try and make a layout using this. So I'll be right back. Bye-bye. Okay, so I have 3 4x6 photos and 1 3x4 photo. The 3x4, I'm going to punch the circular object in it out of a 2.5-inch punch. And what that is, it's a USGS marker that was at the location that we were at. So we took a picture of it and I liked it. And so I'm going to put it on my page. I had this leftover piece of green paper. This is, I want to say it's from Crafty Garden by 49 and Market. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's where it's from. So I just love that color, and I thought it went well with the photos that I have. And so I went ahead and tore the opposite edge that wasn't torn off of it, and then I cut it almost in half. It's kind of hard to measure exactly half when you have torn edges, but it is close enough. So I just put the one that is just a tiny bit narrower at the top and the larger one at the bottom. And then I am using all of these acetate leaves that were in the Advent package for today. I'm going to use every single one of them because I love them. I think they're so cool. I thought they worked really well also because there is a lot of yellow in the greenery, especially in the photo where my husband is. There's a lot of yellow on that hillside behind him. So I'm going to go with it. I also pulled out my 49 and Market Wherever ephemera. And that's what's in this box that I'm kind of digging through. If you're interested in those boxes, they're like 13 inches long. They hold like 12-inch borders perfectly, or manufacturer strips. And they're like 5 inches, 5 and some change wide. There's a link down below for those if you're interested in those. I've had a lot of people ask me, so I just wanted to put that out there. They work really well for ephemera, and they give you a little room to dig around, and they stack nicely. So anyway, those little acetate leaves are adhesive backed, and it is a little bit hard to get the adhesive edge, like to peel it to get it started, but it is doable. It's not impossible, and it's not like, I don't know, it's not, it really isn't impossible. It might take you a few tries, the first 1 or 2, but once you kind of get it down, it's not hard at all. And so I'm using all of them. I think they look great. And then I pulled out some bits and pieces from the same Wherever collection, and then a yellow a yellow label out of my bin of labels, which is probably from Pretty Little Studio, because that's where the majority of mine are from. And so I thought that yellow went really well, and I'm going to go ahead and use that. It also plays nicely off of the yellow geotag that I'm going to be using with the title that says Not Lost. And that was kind of my intent, was to match up the two yellows to bring in yellow to those areas. I am inking up the chipboard and the label with some walnut stain. And the way that I decided these are the easiest to put down, after playing with them a little bit, is get them arranged how you want them, and then take the top one out of the pile, peel the backer off, and then stick it back where you want it, and then it's going to stick to the ones that are underneath it. And then you can pull those out, that little cluster out, and peel the back off of those and stick it to any that are below that where they overlap. That's kind of what I did with the second and third cluster, just because they're larger clusters. It worked really well to do it that way. Now, of course, if you're sticking it to the paper, it's not going to help you at all, but if they've got overlap, then it does help a little bit. So hopefully that's a little bit of a trick for you. Hopefully it helps and doesn't cause you grief where it might stick to the paper and not, because you don't have a lot of coverage underneath, like you're only sticking it to a fraction of the one below it. Hope that makes sense. But see how I have these three that are completely overlapped? I'm going to take that top one out, and then I'm going to stick it to the ones right below it, and then pull those up. And that's going to kind of keep the cluster how I want it looking. Otherwise, it's a little bit hard to figure out how you're going to get it to where you want it. So you can see there, I've just attached it to the bottom ones, and now they all kind of pull up at the same time, and I can peel the backers off the rest of them. So that's my little trick. Doesn't work in every case, like I said, but it does work when you've got a lot of overlap. So I do really like that geotag with the title, Not Lost. But I know I'm going to have to put something in the middle of it, because I'm going to have my leaves coming out from around the sides of it. And I don't want all of the leaf, like the stems of the leaves, sticking out in the middle of the geotag. So I'm kind of thinking about that while I'm building this cluster. And as you saw there, these leaves do peel up pretty easily. So they're not stuck down so well that if you had them in the wrong spot, you couldn't fix that. So they do give you a little bit of wiggle room because of the adhesive not being, you know, super sticky. They're sticky, but they're not so sticky that you can't peel them off of a good piece of paper, I'll say. If you have really old paper, like the really thin stuff from way back when, that might not work for you. So now I'm just figuring out what I want to put in the center of this geotag, and I'm going to go use a rub-on. The rub-ons have, you know, the plastic that they're stuck onto over the top. So I was just able to use a Sharpie and draw a circle right over it, so I knew exactly where I wanted the rub-on to sit inside my geotag, and then I just cut it a little bit larger and then rubbed it onto some paper and cut around it. So if you're looking to fill some shapes with some rub-ons, that's a great way to do it, because you know you're not going to use that plastic backer that the rub-on is stuck on when you're actually doing the rubbing, the plastic that you're rubbing on. Yeah, it's a great place to just mark up where you want to cut it if you're not sure, or if you have shapes like I just did. Okay, so now I'm just playing around with where I'm putting all of these leaves, trying to figure that out. I don't want it to look so perfect that it looks fake, I guess. I want it to have a little bit of imperfection in it. So I'm just kind of playing with getting those tucked in and placed where I want them. I'm liking how it's looking so far and how it's coming together. I don't think I'm going to add a whole lot more to this. I think I'm going to leave it a little bit on the simple side, but I think it's got enough interest on it. I mean, it's not super simple and it's not super like packed on there, but I also felt like I wanted to use all of these leaves because if I only had 1 or 2 left over, it wouldn't be enough to do another layout really. So I might as well just pile the leaves on. And I think they look really cool. I love the fact that they're see-through. And so you can see all the other color or the other papers behind. And, but you can't see through the actual leaf portion. Does that make sense? Like the white border around some of the die cuts, you don't have that in this, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I think that's kind of cool. I do love the title, Not Lost, and I am just going to write a little bit about this path that we took. We had a really good time. This is up at the base of where the park is to go into Mendenhall Glacier before taking the path out to see the glacier. And I just thought it was really beautiful. I personally love fog. I think it's, I don't know, it's just, I love when it's eerie. I love when it's cool outside. I don't know, I think I just love it. And so that middle picture really just, I love it. Like I could live there. Anyway, I am using a little bit of Heidi Swapp Gold Color Shine, which I just have a little bit left, so I'm going to go ahead and put that down. And I did cover my photos up because those are printed on an Epson PictureMate, which doesn't clean up easily like the selfie does. And I still use both printers. We'll talk about that more on another video. But that is it, you guys. Don't forget to go check out what MK has going on her channel today using the same products. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great day, and hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another one. So come back then. Bye-bye.